I'm starting to learn this lesson the hard way of trying to have the cleaners do the linen, and they don't know how to do linen.
Yeah,
So do you bring
starting to learn that lesson? Yeah. So they come, I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or it's either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or it's Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
So yeah, we do multiple pickups because, well, we have to. So we do multiple pickups and then they drop off. That's it. They just pick up and drop off same location. That's all. But 2 to 3 times.
Okay, so you put all the dirty stuff in a location outside the unit for them to pick it up, and then they drop it off outside of the unit.
Right. Well. Exactly. That's why you have to have the centralized storage, and that's why I've always said you want your storage outside the unit, because otherwise you got problems. You're going to become inefficient, and it's going to take up more time and or money or both. So if you have it out exterior, it all goes in this really big rolling basket. They come, they pick it up, and then they drop off the clean, and they take the dirty with them 3 times a week. And that's it. And that way, and then your runner comes in and takes the clean stuff and organizes it so that the cleaners can just come in and grab what they need to go.
But all those linens you bought from Melanie, and then they're just cleaning and cycling through, but they keep track of your linen or
4 sets. Yeah, we have 4 sets, 4 sets for every bed, basically. And that way you always have a backup. You have one on the bed, you have one at the cleaners, and you probably got one dirty. So that's usually how it works.
Okay.
And then at some point you start to have, you need to still buy more because they'll go out of service. They just get overly stained. Somebody thinks, that's where my lipstick belongs, on your sheet. Jake, what's your question, man?
Hi, I've been getting texts from Airbnb, the verification code kind of every day, like last few days. So I guess someone tried to log in my account.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound like that. You have me checking just to see if I've gotten any, but yeah, I have not. Yes, that's what it sounds like.
I try change it on a password or something, but normally they just ask my phone number to log in and they send a text. So
if they're running just a security check, and then they do that every now and again, like every 90 days or so. But if they keep doing it, I thought you were saying they were doing it even when you were not trying to log in. If it's when you are trying to log in.
I keep getting texts. I didn't try, but I got the text.
Yeah. Okay. Then I would encourage you to maybe even change the email address that you have associated with the account, because it is highly possible a past guest is trying to log into your account.
Oh, okay. I'll try change the email just in case.
Yeah, and sometimes I've rotated our Roku accounts because I've had that happen with one of the Roku accounts for the TVs, to where anyway, whatever.
Okay.
They want to do.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Zero, what's up, man?
Okay, my mom is she gets like a disability check. This is kind of a personal question, but I don't know if other people have experienced this. So I'm kind of like the breadwinner in the family. And so I was going to add her as a beneficiary to the business account. However, business accounts don't have beneficiaries, at least with the credit union that I'm with. So my question is, if I add her as a primary, she's scared that because I add her as a primary, she's I guess the government, you can say, they're going to find out. And I'm like, well, Mom, your name's not technically on the business. I'm just adding you to the business account as a secondary, so that if anything happens to me, all my assets won't be held up in probate, because I do have her on my living trust and
Thank you.
But
that's what I needed to hear.
But
why not just let the trust handle that?
Because it's going to take forever. For example, if I'm in the middle of a transaction or doing something, and as I'm slowly teaching her the system, she's not going to know what to do, because it's going to take the courts forever to sort out, to allow her to get to those assets. So I don't want, at least that's my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm sorry. So is your business bank account not owned by your trust?
My business bank account is in the name of my corporation.
Yes. And then the corporation has shares, and those shares are owned by your trust. Yes?
Correct.
Okay, then we should be good.
Okay, so
that is my understanding of it. but we are working on having an estate planning person come here to make sure of things exactly like this. But
Okay.
yeah, that is my understanding. If you've got that line, the bank account's owned by the corp shares, your shares of the corp specifically are owned by your trust, then you should, and I'm assuming the trust has the information that says mom is authorized to do such and such.
I got you, sir. Let me understand this process so that I can be done with the question. So the bank owns
Bank account.
bank account, right? And then the trust is over what? Over
Your
the
shares of the corporate. Your shares of the corporation are owned by your trust, is what I would assume is going to happen.
Okay. And then as long as my mom is over the trust or in the trust as the person who takes over my affairs, then she should be good.
Correct.
And then
So she should
I
have
guess
a copy of the trust is the main thing. The main thing is you want to make sure that the bank knows that your corporation has the whole trust situation, because that's the part you want to make sure that the bank knows.
Right, because I had this happen with my dad when he passed away. He had just a small trucking company, and he had some monies in there, not a lot, like $5,000. So I haven't been able to get that. I'm working on it. So I didn't want that to happen again. God forbid if something happens to me. So I did the living trust, put my mom on the living trust, and I'm thinking, or at that time, I thought I could just add her to the bank account as a beneficiary, but a business bank account is completely different than a personal bank account, and you cannot have a beneficiary for a business account.
And
so
she should be a beneficiary on the trust is what it sounds like you have or would have.
correct.
Ladies, he knows about duvets and he's got a trust. That's all I'm saying.